One of the more recent terms that many of you have probably come across is skin brightening. After reading so many articles and definitions online, I've come to the conclusion that skin brightening is essentially having a more radiant, even-toned, and healthy-looking skin, free from redness, irritation, and even scars. We can achieve these by making sure that our skin barrier is intact and by targeting specific skin concerns such as pigmentation, dull, lackluster skin, and even scarring. A good start is by using products that contain ingredients that effectively target these skin concerns while being gentle and nourishing on the skin. Before I begin, I am Dr. Gaile Robredo-Vitas, your board-certified dermatologist. Let me begin first by explaining how pigment, or better known as melanin, on the skin is formed. Melanin is derived from an amino acid called tyrosine and is responsible for giving our hair, our skin, and our eyes color. They are made by cells called melanocytes and are packed in what we call melanosomes before they are transferred or delivered to our epidermal cells called keratinocytes. We are all capable of producing two types of melanin, the brown-black hue melanin and the yellow-red pheomelanin. So, the proportion of each determines our skin type. Now, what triggers abnormal pigment formation or yung hyperpigmentation? Bakit ba tayo nagkakaroon ng pecas, ng mga post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation? There are actually several. First is sun exposure or UV radiation exposure. So this is the reason why when we go to the beach or we swim in the pool, nagiging tan yung skin natin. Second is from trauma or inflammation, which results in post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Third is hormonal changes, such as pregnancy. And fourth would be certain conditions or intake of certain medications. Ngayon, how do we deal with pigmentation? So, I like to make it simple, and I only have 3 ways of dealing with pigmentation. First is consistent and diligent sun protection. So, this doesn't just include, applying sunscreens, but also seeking shade and wearing protective clothing. Second would be topical creams. So, this would include yung mga pwedeng bilhin or what you can buy in the drugstores, as well as what we dermatologists give. And then, third would be procedures, what we often do in the clinic, like chemical peels, sometimes lasers, etc. For this video, I'm going to focus on topical agents because they are considered the first line of treatment when it comes to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And I'm going to mention yung mga ingredients of products na pwede niyong bilhin over the counter. But first, let me explain to you how topical lightening ingredients work. The mechanism of action of lightening ingredients can be any of the following. First would be inhibition of melanin production or pagpigil sa paggawa ng melanin via inhibition of the tyrosinase enzyme, which is very important in melanin production. So your arbutin, your azelaic acid, your kojic acid, even your vitamin C and your licorice are all tyrosinase inhibitors. Second would be inhibition of melanosome transfer. Remember earlier I mentioned that pag nagawa ng melanin, kailangan siyang dalhin dun sa upper part of our skin. And when you inhibit this, hindi siya makakarating sa keratinocytes. So examples of ingredients that do this are niacinamide and your sea daffodil. Third mechanism of action is increased keratinocyte turnover or pagpalit ng balat. And this is because melanin on our skin cannot be degraded and are only eliminated with the cells when they shed, unless of course you use lasers. So your alpha hydroxy acids like your glycolic and lactic acids are examples of exfoliants that can increase keratinocyte turnover in addition to over-the-counter retinoids like your retinol. The fourth mechanism of action would be via its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. So itong mechanism of action na to is more of to prevent inflammation because it can lead to PLH or to mitigate the effects of an already existing inflammation. Niacinamide is an example of an ingredient that is both an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. In treating hyperpigmentation, I like to combine 2 or 3 lightening agents with different mechanism of action, sometimes even with in-clinic treatments because I find that patients respond to it better. Example of combinations would be an alpha hydroxy acid like glycolic acid with a tyrosinase inhibitor, it can be your arbutin or your kojic acid. Another example is niacinamide, which is an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and a melanosome transfer inhibitor. combined with a thyroxine inhibitor such as vitamin C. Or if you're not into applying too many products on your face, you can also try to find a product that contains more than one lightening ingredient like niacinamide and sea lavender. When it comes to treating skin issues like pigmentation, redness, or skin brightening in general, it's really about finding the right ingredients and products that work for you without causing other skin issues like irritation, redness, or increased sensitivity. To be on your way to a brighter skin, I advise that you follow these 3 steps. So first is diligent and consistent sun protection. So guys, paulit-ulit ko talaga ito sasabihin. Always hear it from me, especially from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So sunscreen, seeking shade, and wearing good clothing. Second would be doing a multimodal or combination approach, starting with topical creams that target your skin concerns, and maybe combining it with in-clinic treatments with an expert such as a board-certified dermatologist. And number 3 is being consistent and diligent in applying all these products and doing follow-up with your derm for treatments and being patient. Because like I said, nothing really works overnight. These skin lesions take time to develop and treating them will also take some time. So that's it. I hope that this short video has been informative. Thank you for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye!